got the Drake remix. I think people were really impressed by the Drake record, but I think there's a lot now conversation about the fact like, how is this nobody of an artist, getting so many eyes quickly and then getting a Drake cosign, right? So what are your thoughts on like him as an artist and then like the notion that he might be what a lot of people consider like an industry plant, which that definition obviously keeps changing over
right.
Constant.
Yeah. My first impressions of him, I wasn't super blown away. I think it's just because I'm accustomed to like hearing so much of this alternative R&B, and it seems like Drake always latches onto this like type of sound, which was never my cup of tea, but I didn't think it was bad by any means, or wasn't like, oh wow, why does Drake like this? It made sense to me. I think more so I'm like, how did Drake hop onto this? And I never really had heard of him before him, and I'm like, maybe it's just my fault for not being tapped in as much. But just like everyone else, I was confused how this all took place, because usually it seems like an artist already has a little bit of momentum prior to it. And when I went to his profile, like it seemed like he was playing
Spotify
the whole,
or
like,
Instagram?
Spotify.
Okay.
There's only like 4 songs up there. It seemed like he was playing the whole mysterious, identity angle. So in my mind, I'm like, this feels curated, but I'm also biased because I'm basing that on what the internet is already saying.
Sure. Yeah, my thing is like the idea of Drake hopping on this, like similar to you, like doesn't surprise me, right? I think he's done this multiple times, right? I think that guy that has going up on a Tuesday, I Am Akon.
I love McConan.
Yeah, so him, dude, that came out of nowhere, bro. Like you can say that guy had it. I actually like that artist because he had a bunch of like other really good songs that EP, but like he came out of nowhere as well. So for Drake to hop on that was like crazy. Young Blue, right? That song that he hopped on that Drake just out of nowhere. We're like, oh, I guess we have to respect this artist now. So I don't know, man. The idea of Drake hopping on a nobody artist, that doesn't surprise me. And bro, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people love that fucking Date at 8 song, bro. Like, there's a bunch of one-hit wonders in the world, right? Like, so why can't this guy just be it, right? Because bro, like, not for nothing, bro. As far as a hit, I mean, dude, that song was on every single. Dude, I'm really tapped into like different DJ set lists, bro. I would say the last 2.5 months, like, there's not a set list that's like hip hop or R&B that you're not hearing that song.
Okay.
So Let's did the same thing. So like that song was around, bro. It's not just like a TikTok, like, yo, like stop fucking spamming me. Like people are truly fucking with him. So yeah, again, he might be an industry plant, but like I don't know, bro. I feel like there would be way more attention to him on like a way bigger scale if that was the case, right? Because I don't know, the idea of like planting someone that's still somewhat unknown, you know what I mean? I feel like if they plant them, they're trying to like, yo, I want everyone's eyes here. And I don't feel like that really happened. It was just like, it felt organic. Like it felt that way. Again, I could be crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think just generally speaking, people are so quick to call everyone an industry plant, but in this case, it was the first time I had seen like other major outlets question it or
also
discuss it.
Yeah,
so I'm like, yeah. So it naturally just kind of made me think, okay, well, maybe there's some validity to it, but at the end of the day, I feel like in this particular case, since Drake signed him as well, and Drake's kind of...
Oh, he signed to OVO now?
Yeah, he signed to OVO.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that part. Nice.
And I feel like Drake is so big at this point that people are kind of look at him like a corporate machine in a way.
Yeah.
So, and he doesn't have the best track record with like the OVO camp, I guess, in terms of having like a mega star on the roster. So I don't know. I think
we've had that conversation before. I think it's maybe the track record isn't like a Jay-Z who like Rihanna became a fucking billionaire. But like, I think we've spoken about like, bro, like it doesn't seem like anyone in OVO is complaining. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they like to have their little niche. Dude, I think we had that when we had like $sign bars. I'm like, dude, do they all have their like 10,000 fans or whatever that are diehard, right? That like,
Yeah.
bro, because again, I don't think Preem or Party or Popcon or Majid Jordan, like none of these guys seem to be unhappy with their situation.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe with the TikTok era, people are just kind of under the assumption that there's only like two places to grow organically, and if we haven't seen a bunch of TikToks about you that you know are as viral as Ice Spice or whatever, then we just assume there's something happening behind the scenes. But I saw some article claiming that, and this is what kind of pisses me off, but they, I guess, addressed the fact that he had a bunch of promo posts on Instagram pages. I'm sure you've seen them before from other artists, like, is blah 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 the hottest new rapper out of Dallas?
Yeah. Academics,
and it shows them like rapping on the street. Yeah. Academics does it all the time, and I'm like, bro, this is fucking advertising. Like, you idiots act like dudes are just gonna limit it to handing out CDs at fucking Six Flags or some shit.
Yeah. Or the 3 people they asked to repost your shit. It's like, bro, like, that's not realistic, bro. Like, at all. Yeah, no, at all.
Yeah. So these younger kids, I don't know, they want to, I guess, feel cool and like they're not a part of this bigger corporate industry plot to make them like this instead of that. But at the end of the day, like, pretty much all of your favorite artists, except for a rare few, like, blew up overnight because you know, they happen to pop up on this person's algorithm, or they happen to fucking go to this coffee shop and run into their favorite artist. Like, that doesn't really happen.
No, not at all, dude. Especially now, because it's just, dude, our eyeballs could be everywhere. So yeah, you just have to be smart about the marketing dollars, which obviously, you know, from the stuff you're trying to do for Play Anthony Project.